My name is Nancy. I am Mark Fullweiler's sister. Mark had had a transplant, a bone marrow transplant, and for the first 100 critical days, he stayed with my husband and I. Mark stayed in the guest room downstairs in our basement, and that was the area that we had set aside for him. After we had made it just clean as a whistle, we'd had a work party previously. So this topic is the comfort of the patient, the comfort of our guest. One of the first things I did was I created a flower pot outside that had really bright flowers so that he'd have a pretty view from his window. We heard through the grapevine later on that his head was cold. He'd lost his hair at that point, and our upstairs is rather drafty with high ceilings, so my husband got him a really nice wool stocking cap. After that, Mark wore it often, and it seemed to do the trick. We had a big Pendleton blanket that Mark grew very fond of. When he was upstairs, he used it often. When he was on the couch watching TV, he had his own remote, obviously, and he had a TV and a beverage right there. He had a very comfy big pillow, and he'd use that Pendleton blanket, and that seemed to do the trick. Downstairs, we'd provided a spot for his laptop, his supplies, his clothes, and all the things that he needed on a daily basis. Another thing that we did was we always had a cold ice pack on hand. We'd found earlier in the process that this was very handy in alleviating some of the pain that Mark was having in his neck and shoulders. One other thing I did was I put some really pretty photographs and bright, happy paintings and pillows down in his bedroom just for the cheerful factor. Mark always had a stash of goodies. Whenever we'd go to the store grocery shopping, we'd pick up his favorite yummy snacks, and so he had his own private little stash down there. Mark had a coffee maker downstairs, which proved to be very helpful as my husband and he keep different schedules, and they also drink different kinds of coffee. When Mark was staying with us, very often I would play some of our old favorite CDs, such as Crosby, Stills, Nash, Joni Mitchell, some Bob Dylan, Dan Hicks and his Hot Licks, and just some of Mark and my old favorites from childhood. These, along with Mark's good attitude, seem to make his stay at our home much better. I'm wishing you very good luck. Thank you.